We've made history time and time again.
I don't believe it!
We've been knocked down, only to get back up.
Oh my word!
But X Games wasn't born in an arena. This year, we're going back to where it all started. Because history can happen anywhere.
The vibe has never been so alive out here in Riverside, California for X Games 2021. I'm your host, Jack Matrani, and I cannot even explain how good it is to be back. Finally, after that 2-year hiatus, we're in Pat Casey's backyard, aka Dream Yard, to kick it off with BMX Dirt. Will Pat Casey be able to hold on to the pressure and get his first X Games gold? Scotty, Jimmy, take it away, let's go!
So here we are in the Dream Yard. We've completed one round here. It's a 30-minute jam session. We're thinking we're going to get about 3 runs. Pat Casey came out, last guy in the rotation, and laid it down and made it look easy.
Perfect run. It was beautiful because what he did was mix in trail style, which is back and forth stuff over the hips, but he also did the biggest tricks out there, including the cash roll and the truck driver to tail it. But I think the second round, the guys are going to be coming out swinging.
Everyone's getting those nervous jitters out of the way. So again, out of the runs that you get, whether it's 2 or 3, it is the better of your runs that count. So it is far from over. So Pat Casey in that top spot, followed by former Dirt gold medalist Kevin Peraza. But again, it is awesome out here in this backyard. But we go back up to the top. Bryce Tryon, our only X Games rookie in the field, back in for his second attempt.
Wow, nice double flip into the backflip over the second one, which is quite technical to do mid-pack like that. 1-foot table. There's the front flip, catches some transition. He's still going, this is gonna be a big one. Whoa, check that out, and he rides away from it. Now, this is very interesting. Bryce Tryon, he is a goofy-footed rider, meaning he spins to the direction of his front foot. So, that was a cash roll over there, but he can do it both ways. It's very confusing on which way is his regular because he does them both so good.
See the reaction there from Pat and Kevin Peraza.
But a huge front flip, mid-pack like that. Oh, it's a technical move. That's scary as heck. And then here's the cash roll. Once again, he does it similar to Pat, how they don't fully go upside down. It's like more off axis. It's just a crazy looking trick. Whether you want to call it an off axis 720 or a cash roll, it's an awesome trick.
All right, well, he was in that number 5 position at pre-run. See the time clock there. Oh, that'll move him up 3 spots. That'll bump him up from 5th into 2nd. So Bryce Tryon, the X Games rookie, finds himself in podium contention here in round number 2, Scotty.
What I love about it too is there's live scoring, so the guys are going to be able to see what place that they're in, and they're going to know that they're going to have to push it up, get their better tricks out.
Ben Wallace in for his second attempt. Ben had a slip up early on there, looking to shake that off here in round number 2.
Oh, look at, he just pops up so high on the jumps. That's what's so great about Ben's riding. He rides the jumps to their fullest, straight off the top of it. Nice knack-knack C-crab. Beautiful 360 tuck no-hander. Beautiful 360 look back. Nice 360 double downside tail whip. The guys are starting to put it together now.
That is the run that he was looking for in round number 1. Shakes it off, gets it done here in the second round.
I gotta run.
Look at this replay though, beautiful 360 look back. That's when you cross up the bike like that and you're going against the grain of the spin. He naturally is goofy footed, so that's his preferred way of doing it. And another natural setup for him, he does 360 tail whips inwards, so that's the way that he does them. So you'll see guys doing them both ways today. A lot of guys do opposite tail whips the direction that he does, but that's his preferred way.
Okay, so he was in that number 8 spot before that run after the slip up in the first go around. So that'll put him in podium contention. So Ben Wallace slides up into that number 3 spot as of right now. We're down to our final 2 in the rotation here for this round. Keep in mind that we still got 11 plus minutes left here. It is a jam session here at BMX Dirt in Pat Casey's Dream Yard as we welcome back in Kevin Peraza.
So starting things off similar to the first run, I do not blame him. He changed that trick up a little bit. Maybe he will change the bottom end as well. But such a smooth style. Look at the way he does that tire grab, can. 360 tuck no-hander. into a 360 double downside tail whip of his own. You can see his foot got hung up on top of the seat in the tire area, but he was able to ride away from that one. So things definitely were a little bit different on that second run compared to his first run. It makes me wonder what we're going to see in the third run for sure. But here is the 360. It looked like he had other plans, and at the last second, he's like, all right, I'm going to do a no-hander on this one. So, but only someone as good as Kevin Peraza that has enough bike control could pull that off at the last second. But here's the 360 double downside tail. You can see his pedals are really, one pedal's down, one pedal's up. So he came around, it bounced off. His foot bobbled over to the top of the other side of the bike right there. But, of course, Kevin Peraza finds a way to ride away.
It looked like it caught the inside of his left ankle as well. That looked like it was painful.
Still smiling, though.
Well, Pat Casey is in X Games mode, and we are trending on TikTok. To all of our fans out there, if you want to join in, check out the X Games mode hashtag challenge and show us what happens when you're in X Games mode as well. He happens to be your current leader, and it's fitting considering we're in his backyard. His best dirt finish, saw right there, was 4th.
Nice 360 downside tail whip. Oh, he landed a little bit low, but he is still carrying on. I know things aren't going as planned, but he's still going to give you guys a show here. Nice 360 no-hander. Double tail whip. Into the cash roll again. I heard his back wheel clip the lip right there. And the reason why that happened is because he was struggling for speed. He had to push through a lot, and it dragged on. So maybe we'll see it in the replay. That was kind of crazy.
He's on the KP program right now, just smiling throughout.
Can you blame him?
This entire process.
Things are going good for him so far. So there's the double tail whip. And then leading into the last jump, the back wheel actually scraped the lip. It dragged on the takeoff because he had to push through so far to get over this jump. But he did pull it, though. It actually did help his rotation.
Yeah, that 4th place finish in dirt, just missing the podium in 2016 in Austin. So at the end of 2 rounds, it's still the man who owns the property, Pat Casey, sitting in that top spot, followed by an X Games rookie, Bryce Tryon, and Ben Wallace out of the UK sitting in 3rd. We have more still to come from the Dream Yard.
Welcome back to X Games 2021. We're at Pat Casey's Dream Yard in Riverside, California. Before we get back to the BMX Dirt Final, we have to show you what went down in the BMX Dirt Best Trick Contest. These guys were sending it on this dirt course, trying to land that one banger to earn themselves a gold medal. Ryan Williams came close with this double backflip 360. A slightly better landing could have earned him a gold, but instead that went to his fellow countryman Andy Buckworth, who stomped this double backflip no-hander to walk away with his first ever X Games gold medal. Now, back to our BMX Dirt Final.
So here's the story. He's an X Games rookie. He currently sits in the number 2 position. Does he have what it takes, Scotty, to take it up to the top?
He definitely does. He's got amazing trick combinations, and like I said, things are going to get crazier as the competition goes on. This guy can ride jumps very, very good and consistently. But it comes down to this right here, the last 2 hits. Oh, there's that cash roll again, and he rides away clean that time. I would say it was even cleaner than his second round.
Oh my gosh.
Looks like it gave him a scare, but it looked good from us. Oh, so just like Pat, his back wheel hit on the catch roll as well, so it's very common on that jump apparently.
So obviously extremely relieved after that one. By the way, it's his birthday. He turns 21 tomorrow.
That's amazing. Look at Bryce coming in, that nice big backflip. And this is on the banger part of the course. This is more of the straight style jumps, but like he said, he clipped his back wheel just like Pat did. But it kind of helps the rotation a little bit apparently, so beautiful landing. He landed so smooth. You can see his body started twisting a little bit there, but he was in complete control.
In the number 2 spot, is it going to be enough to jump up into that top position right now? Pat Casey in that lead, Bryce sitting in 2nd, and Ben Wallace in that number 3 position. So no, that will keep him in that number 2 spot. However, coming into this as an X Games rookie, a medal's not a bad birthday present for 21, Scotty.
Oh, I wish it went that way for me. I ended up coming out of there with a broken nose.
So speaking of medals, this gentleman right here sitting in medal contention as of right now. He's looking at a bronze medal. This is the UK's Ben Wallace.
Ben goes big. you'll see him going a lot higher than a lot of the guys. Nice combination there. Can one-hander. Nice turn down over the hip. Knack, C-grab. Oh no, he tagged back wheel. Oh man, like I was saying, Ben goes really high on the jump, so he pushes off the top of it, tries to go max height, but sometimes it's hard to get the speed to be able to combine that and getting over the jump at the same time. So his style, it kind of came back to bite him a little bit on that, but what an amazing rider. He still had a great day out here. Look at that hip jump right there. And it's so cool that the setup does a complete 180-degree turn all for 2 jumps right there. You know, the hip goes right, the shark fin jump comes back the other direction. Very unique setup. But look how high he pops up on this one. So high up in there, but he just didn't have enough. His front wheel barely made it in, but the back wheel just couldn't do it.
Just to give you an idea, by the way, in that shark fin replay, you can see the neighbors are all camped out. This is a party with all of Pat's neighbors right now. This is absolutely surreal.
It's a free show.
Can't even begin to describe to you what this is like out here. With just under 3 minutes left to go here.
Thanks for having us, Pat.
4 riders left. Andy Buckworth, that's casual. Hey, thanks for having us out in your backyard, Pat.
We should be thanking you, bro.
Thanks for letting us put a satellite truck in your driveway and some cable cam wires across your property. Andy Buckworth. Andy currently sitting in that number 7 position. If he can put it all together here, he can shake up that top 3 as well, Scotty.
There's a double backflip again. He caught better transition.
No.
He's still going though. He is not giving up. I know he sacrificed 2 jumps right there, but he's still gonna bring it. Nice Superman. He's got 2 more hits. Another double backflip. Lands that one perfect. Oh, off to the side. The Big Show Buckworth, that is his nickname, and he is living up to it right there. I've never done a double backflip in my life, and he just did 2 in his run. A throwaway run, too.
Gosh.
And then was fighting for speed out of the first one and still said, you know what, I'm not going out like that. I'm going to keep going.
Like I said, that's a tough double backflip. It's not a huge jump. He came around, caught a little bit better transition, but you can see he was leading straight off the side of that ramp. And that's where the hips, the technical part, comes into it. Beautiful Superman, though. The way he laid the bike and his body out there, classic. But look at this double backflip. He's just so confident at doing this trick, and I just can't see how somebody can be that confident doing 2 backflips over different jumps. It's not like these jumps are the same. They feel completely different, and he somehow figured out a way to time both of those almost near perfect. So, tough break, though. Another heartbreaker.
So that'll leave him down in 7th place here in BMX Dirt. Under a minute to go. The time is going to run out, so we will finish out the run order. Kevin Peraza on the outside looking in. He sits in that number 4 position. We know that Pat Casey's going to get a medal. We know that Bryce Tryon's going to get a medal. Ben Wallace is on the bubble. Can Kevin Peraza jump up here in this 3rd and final attempt?
He definitely has the capability of doing this. Let's see this. Front flip on the 2nd. Oh, no! He's still going somehow. Can the miracle happen? He's going to need something big on these last 2 jumps right here. Truck driver, the last hit. I think that was a high mom right there.
That was for the neighbors. That was for everybody on that side of the property line. So you know what that means, Scotty. That gentleman right there is going to get a victory lap. He's the last guy in the rotation. He's put in countless hours out here working on the property. He's been out here working on the ramps, working on the dirt jumps. He's been doing some painting. We told you earlier he hasn't had much time to ride, and he's going to walk out of here with a win in his own backyard.
This is amazing to see. I am so happy for Pat Casey to finally get an X Games gold medal in dirt. Dirt is his bread and butter, and he is now holding back for everybody, his family, his friends, his neighbors. And I just want to say this again, he does not have an unfair advantage. These are brand new jumps, and they all rode them equally. Beautiful run, and that just goes to show how good of a rider Pat Casey really is. The riders are going to rush him right now.
Oh my God, bro.
So, a big finish and a huge reaction from fellow competitors, and rightly so. It's Ben Wallace walking out of here with the bronze. And X Games rookie Bryce Tryon comes in and gets the silver. Prior to today, his best BMX Dirt finish in X Games was a 4th in 2016, and in his own backyard, he finally walks away with BMX Dirt gold. It's Pat Casey, your winner here at the Dream Yard. So how about that? I mean, all the prep work that goes into this. He's competing in 5 events. He's competing in all 4 events in his own backyard. By the way, he's also crossing over to the Moto X ranks. He's racing 110s when we go down to Axel Hodges' property as well. So, I mean, he's got a lot on his plate.
Let me just also point out that he used 20 gallons of paint to paint his backyard getting ready for this event. It's not like he was studying these jumps over and over again. So.
Yo, are you kidding me?
Let's send it down to Jack Matrani, who's with our winner.
Pat, you gotta be kidding me. Honestly, it's one thing to obtain a childhood dream of getting an X Games gold medal, and then another to do it in your backyard. Just take us through how special this moment is for you.
My mind is completely blown. Like, this is still, even you guys coming here, and then you guys coming here at all X Games is just the biggest dream come true, and then to win an X Games as well. I still have yet to win an X Games. This is my first X Games gold. So to do it at my own house, this is something special. This is insane.
It's incredible. And from your first drop in, you were just so calm, cool, and collected. I mean, did you feel the pressure? Not only are you competing, but you're hosting basically a wedding in your backyard here. All your friends and family are here. What was the pressure like for you, and how were you able to stay so calm?
I don't know. It just kind of worked out. Luckily, like, I don't know, running the event and doing all this as well was like a lot of pressure, just making sure everyone is having a good time and enjoying it and making BMX Dirt look the best as I possibly can. So that being said, like, I didn't get to ride very much this week, and it was just like kind of riding in the jumps, testing things. But I don't know, I feel good on my bike today, and I don't know, I couldn't be more stoked.
We're so stoked for you. Congratulations, Pat Casey. First gold medal in his own backyard. Let's go.
I mean, you couldn't ask for a better finish than that. I mean, the guy's been working so hard at this, and Scotty, he walks out of here with his first X Games gold in his own backyard.
I love it. So proud of Pat.
So a very technical course here at the Dream Yard, but when it all comes down to it, it's the guy that owns the property that walks away with the gold medal. He had 2 prior medals, 1 silver, 1 bronze, both in Park, and he finally walks away with an X Games gold in his own backyard. Pat Casey, your winner at BMX Dirt.
And the party continues here at X Games 2021 as Pat Casey's Dream Yard hosts the Wendy's BMX Park.
Welcome back, everyone, to Riverside, California for X Games 2021. We are in Pat Casey's Dream Yard, and it is the conclusion of Wendy's BMX Park. This is where we stand as of right now. Everyone's got 2 runs in the books. It looks like everyone's going to get 1 more round. However, it's Kevin Peraza sitting in the #1 position. Scotty, let's take a look at some highlights and talk about what put him there.
Yeah, like I said earlier, I knew Kevin was going to be able to ride this park the right way, and his runs have been flawless, and there's just so much volume of the tricks that he's bringing, but the quality of them as well. Such a unique setup, so many 360 downside tail-up transfers, and even that street style trick like the half-cap tail-up drop-in.
It is the best run that counts out here at Wendy's BMX Park, so he is in the lead. However, it is far from over. We get ready to go back up to the top of the order and do this all over again. However, Kevin Peraza, no stranger to X Games Park gold. We've mentioned it a couple of times. Got his gold medal in 2017. However, it's still up for grabs. The fight is not over here in Wendy's BMX Park. Ben Wallace had a rough go that first run. Scotty had to pull out early, managed to put it together there in round #2. However, to start off this 3rd and final run, he finds himself down in the bottom of the pack there, sitting in that #9 position.
Yeah, I think he's got unfinished business on his run. I think there's still stuff that he wants to be able to pull off, and we'll see how this one goes.
Yeah, he's got dirt silver medals from X Games Austin in 2014 and 2016, but this is only the 2nd time we've ever seen him park at the X Games.
So that's what he was looking for right there. He did the 360 flip over the spine, straight into the 540 flare. That's definitely an upgrade, and that's the kind of momentum he needs. Oh, nice bars from the toboggan. Very technical move. Super stylish. This is a huge upgrade from his previous runs.
Again, the runs are 45 seconds in length. It's the better of your 3 runs that is going to count out here today as we are down to the final 5 seconds for Mr. Wallace.
So this is it. This is the exclamation point we're looking for. What's he got? Into the flare. That was a switch flare, actually, so it was the opposite direction, so that's pretty cool. Definitely an upgrade from his previous runs. I think he's definitely feeling pretty good about himself.
We will see if that gets him out of the bottom of the pack. And we talked about Kevin Peraza being in the lead. You got Pat Casey and Mike Varga rounding out the podium.
Look at the height right here. That was huge.
That's just picture perfect right there.
Yeah.
So high.
And you see how smooth he landed? That's why he was able to go straight into this 540 flare. That's what he was missing in those other 2 runs right there. He just did the regular flare. He knew he needed to get the right speed to be able to pop up and get that full rotation.
Dog, no way. Get it, boy.
So Marin Rantis is going to be out. He had a crash in that second round. So again, we'll get you an update on his condition as we get it. But keep those positive vibes and well wishes headed his way. But right now we move on to Larry Edgar. Ben Wallace moved up a couple of spots, by the way, into 6th place. So Larry Edgar now finds himself in that number 9 position here with this 3rd and final run.
Larry putting a different kind of touch on his run from his other ones. Really cool to see what he's done over his spine. Goes so high with that 360 table. There's that triple tail up once again. We talked about it earlier. He is riding with stitches in his legs, but that's not going to slow him down at all. He's still going to go higher than everybody else. Transfer to the top part. Nice, huge flare. Look at the height.
Massive.
And he was able to complete that transfer into the spine. It's those little things that the judges are going to be noticing. Beautiful 360 no-hander to end his run off.
Look at the height. Look at the style right there. Just so smooth. And that is going to do it right there for Larry Edgar.
I landed low on the spine right here.
So there's that triple tail up over the box jump. I said it earlier, it's kind of rare to see Larry doing a trick like that, went over the box. So I really respect the fact that he went and pulled that out of his bag because he knew the style of competition today.
Taking a look at Daniel Sandoval there. He finds himself in that number 7 position as of right now. Just waiting to get the thumbs up here from the comp staff. I mean, you're down, we're under 3 minutes, so this is going to be the last run for everybody here. So whatever you got left in the gas tank, this is where you send it, and here we go.
And what's so good about this is that he knows that this is his now or never, and he is the perfect person to be in this situation. Let's see if he can get it. Oh, he switched it up on that one right there. Oh, so he's got to do a turnaround. It's not the ideal way to keep the run flowing, but that was a huge, huge trick. 360 double tail up to downside tail up late. Nice 360 whip to late bar spin. He's going to need to bring some heat on this one. Cash roll. He's still got the momentum. It's still going in a positive direction, but he's got to put an exclamation point on his run right now.
Did you see how fast he went whipping through that bull corner?
Flare double tail whip.
Wow.
Amazing set. 360 downside tail up. And like I was saying earlier, out of anybody to be under a high pressure situation, like he's the guy for the job, but he also has the ability to fix things on the fly. Even though things don't go as planned, he reroutes. He figures out a way to turn things into a positive. He doesn't get lost in the course. He has an answer when he shows up and he looks at the next ramp. He's like, okay, I know what to do. But this is a huge trick right here. 360 double tail. Now watch, he stops the bike, kicks it the complete opposite direction to the downside tail up, and he landed a little bit low, so his feet bounced off. He was able to put them back on the bike, even though they did bounce off the bike. So here's the cash roll right here. Like I said earlier, it's a mix between a 360 front flip and an off-axis cork 720, but this was a huge trick. That is the flare double tail whip, being upside down, holding it, waiting to catch the bike. Pulling that one's huge for his run because he needed a big one at the end.
Well, two-time X Games gold medalist Kevin Peraza is up next, but first, let's see what he's up to while the event world was on hold in this Wendy's athlete profile.
My name is Kevin Peraza. I'm from Tucson, Arizona, currently living in San Diego, California, and I'm a professional BMX athlete. I went from 2019 jumping on 80+ flights. 2020, March came around and everything stopped. No traveling, no events, no nothing. I got to really focus more on myself, mental health, and actually build a routine for myself. I simply just rode my bike. There was no end goal to the session, just fun. Probably did the most riding I have in the last years, you know, and yeah, I'm ready to go again.
Well, fun is the name of the game when it comes to Kevin Peraza. This guy always looks like he is having the best time. This is Kevin Peraza in for his third and final attempt, your current leader.
Kevin's been riding this course so good. It's amazing to see him just dropping because I'm so excited to see what he's going to bring this time around. Such a smooth style of his riding. Just look at how flawless the tricks are and how carefree he is on this course. Nice, he found the pedals right there. His pedals did move a little bit. But we talked about this in previous runs. He just puts tricks where they're not supposed to be. It just somehow keeps the momentum flowing on his run. Nice. Wow. Off axis, 360 one-handed tabletop. Oh no! He tried to get real technical with that one, do a flare to fakie. He's going to do a half cap trick in.
It's the little hang up at the end, but the first two runs were solid. It's got him in that #1 position as of right now. By the way, he's competing in Park, Street, and Dirt out here this week. The first to compete in all three of those at the same X Games. So the Iron Man award for the week.
I love this trick. He just throws his foot off the bike on purpose because he knows, all right, I got to get this foot out of the way because I'm going to crank this thing in a scary pull right now. And it was really inverted. But this is where things went wrong, possibly, or this could be the tail whip. Yeah, this is where things went wrong. So he just didn't have the right rotation. He wanted to get that fakie and do a trick into that other side of the box jump, but not a bad day for him. He is in first place. I mean, for things to go wrong, you can't really argue with that one being at the top.
Still much more to come from Pat Casey's backyard. We'll have the conclusion of Wendy's BMX Park, and we'll also take a look at what went down in Dave Mira's BMX Park Best Trick after this message and a word from our ABC stations. Welcome back to X Games 2021, where we are still hanging out in Pat Casey's Dream Yard in Riverside, California. A favorite event for all of us went down right here on this unique park course. Dave Mira's BMX Park Best Trick Final featured some mind-blowing action that proved these guys meant business. Ryan Williams, a 3-time X Games BMX Big Air champ, attempted the double backflip 360, also known as the Aussie roll, 3 times before finally landing it with his 4th attempt. But it was Canada's Mike Varga who stuck the first 1260 ever landed in a competition on his 3rd run. It was more than enough to win X Games gold. Pat Casey, who wore more hats this weekend than anybody, sat out his final attempt and allowed his son Reed and his 25,000 Instagram followers to drop in. Reed landed an impressive 360 on the box to the delight of the entire party. Keep an eye on this kid. I have a feeling we'll be seeing more from him in the future. And now back to the conclusion of the Wendy's BMX Park Final.
Well, you still have 3 more riders left to go, and as I mentioned before, the next 2 also in the top 3, and then our last rider, Dennis Henderson, on the outside looking in. But I mean, you couldn't ask for a better story. I mean, we're in his backyard. He's been putting in so much work into this, competing in 5 events out here in the span of 27 hours. Pat Casey looking at the silver medal as of right now. Can he bump up and possibly take the top spot here, Scotty?
Oh, things are looking really good right now. So smooth. I just love seeing Pat ride this because it is his home court. He knows these transitions, but one thing you got to factor in your mind is these guys all ride differently. They're going to have a different approach to the course, so it doesn't mean he has an unfair advantage. I mean, you can see Kevin Peraza is definitely above him right now. These guys are the elite when it comes to BMX, and it's just amazing to see all these guys be able to ride this big, beautiful course. Coming down 5 seconds. This is a big move right here. Another throw.
Oh, no. Down. With the last couple of seconds there.
Oh, man, what an amazing day of riding this park course for him, though. Not only an amazing rider, an amazing host. He's been taking care of everything here, and he's loving having everybody in the backyard.
I mean, this whole layout here at Dream Yard is insane. You get these massive...
Canadian boys.
Mike Varga currently sitting in that bronze medal position. Has dual citizenship between Canada and the U.S. Giving the shout out there for the Canadian boys. And he's in for his third and final attempt here in Wendy's BMX Park.
Mike's got to be feeling pretty good, but the pressure is on because he can lose his podium position. Dennis Anderson can ride after him, so it's not a comfortable situation. He's got to bring his A game right now.
Yeah, he is in that bubble spot as of right now with one rider left to go after him on the outside looking in, coming up on the final 20 seconds for this last run.
All right, so he sacrificed the no-hander right there, but he's going to have to bring something big in the end part of this run to really solidify his spot on the podium. Nice bar spin flare, such high air, and he's landing really smooth and keeping the rhythm going of the run, which is what the judges want to see. So here we go, he's heading over. There's that 540 flare again, so a very similar run to the previous ones. And like I said earlier, he did sacrifice the no-handers, so I don't know if it's going to affect the score too much.
Just a little bit of that time management situation there. We've seen it fluctuate a little bit on that last spot of the run.
Yeah, it's definitely a tough situation to be in because we don't know if it fully counts right there. But amazing day, no matter what happens. But yeah, if he would have got off this ice pick just a little faster, maybe, just to make sure. See, look at that, especially with the slow-mo. It feels like it's an eternity.
The first run, it felt like it was up there forever. And definitely, he wasn't even halfway across the flat bottom when the buzzer sounded. So you knew that one definitely didn't count. But the last two, who knows? That's for the judges to decide. So with one rider left to go. Again, it's Peraza, Casey, Varga, your 1, 2, 3, but with one rider left to go, Dennis Anderson sits on the outside looking in. He is in the number 5 position. He is the last guy that can shake up our standings here at Wendy's BMX Park. We know that Kevin Peraza is going to get a medal. We know that Pat Casey's going to get a medal. The question is, what color is it going to be? Mike Varga still on that bubble spot, and he is going to have to nervously watch as this last 45 seconds unfolds for Dennis Anderson. So here we go, one rider left to go. He sits in the number 5 position. It's Peraza, Casey, and Varga, your 1, 2, 3. Dennis Anderson, a former XGames Park gold medalist. He's the last guy that can shake up the standings. Can he do it in this final 45 seconds here at Wendy's BMX Park?
Dennis is on top of the world with the birth of his son. He is just having an amazing time on the course, and it's showing through his riding. He's just flowing. It looks like he's in a good place right now. But let me not take that away. This guy is definitely the best rider, in the world, arguably. So things are looking awesome right now in the run, but he's got to keep the momentum going to get on this podium. So this is a big trick right here. It's a flip whip. He's got to get the speed. Nice pump. Oh, beautiful over that hip. There we go. Nice, smooth. Everything is in control. That's what the judges want to see too. They don't want to look like you're on the verge of falling apart. They want to make sure you know exactly what's going on. Look at that 180 tail whip over the spine.
And that is going to do it. That's going to cap off Dennis's last run, and that is going to do it for Wendy's BMX Park. Now we get to play the waiting game, Scotty. Again, seriously, got that one in at the buzzer.
And that's a big trick right there. That 180 tail whip is a no-joke trick over the spine, especially to do that at the end when you do not have that much energy. But here's that big flip whip. Dennis has been doing these for years, and he always does them picture perfect. Lands so smooth every time. Look at that toboggan 270 over the hip. But here's that last trick. This is the 180 tail whip. So he's going to be landing fakie. And when we say fakie, that's landing backwards. But if you watch his feet, you make sure that his feet are clear because he's doing a fakie. So the pedal's got to be perfect for the free coaster not to engage.
So you don't see any scores up there. It's a live ranking system. The judges discuss it, and they rank the riders as to how they feel they placed overall versus putting scores up. So there you go. It's Kevin Peraza is going to return to the top spot when it comes to X Games BMX Park. He takes the gold. Pat Casey in his own backyard is going to walk out of here with the silver. And it's Canada's Mike Varga who's going to walk out of here at Wendy's BMX Park with the bronze, Scotty.
Amazing day of riding. Kevin rode flawlessly. I'm just so happy to see these guys on this wooden course just being able to ride to their full potential today. It's been such a treat.
I don't even know what to say. What do I do? Yay!
Look at this, it's just full control on this course. It just looks like he knows what he's doing, and that's what he does best.
I'm not dreaming, right? I'm not dreaming. We're not at Pat Casey's house. All right, we're here with Kevin Peraza. Congratulations on your third gold medal. I just want to know, first off, thank you for the infectious smile, spreading the good vibes for BMX. What's it like competing here at one of your best friend's house? It's a dream come true, man, to see the vision that my friend Pat Casey had from when he first bought the home to how he built the ramp to all the incredible sessions we had here in his backyard to now X Games hosting one of the most relaxed and iconic BMX Park finals, man. It's insane. I can't believe it, man. And how special is this? Your third gold medal out here at Pat Casey's Dream Yard. How big is this one? I don't know. I got the chills. You know, thank God I walked away healthy. I think just being here and being invited to X Games is always winning to me. I have my wife, my family here that came down from Tucson. My second family, the Caseys, out here that opened their doors to everyone that came out, and BMX in general, just for being really fun as always, you know, and I don't know, it's crazy. So special for sure. So special, you make it so much fun. Congratulations, Kevin Peraza. Keep smiling, keep winning. Thank you, Jack. Respect. Yeah. Congrats, brother. Yeah.
So a big finish for him and his second ever X Games Park gold medal. So it was a lot of firepower on the course out here at Wendy's BMX Park. Scotty, your final thoughts as we wrap it up?
I knew this was gonna be a good one. The guys definitely put on a show. It was amazing to see these guys come up with such amazing runs on this course.
So Mike Varga with his first park medal. It's Pat Casey taking his third park medal, and Kevin Peraza returns to BMX Park Gold. Don't go away. Wendy's BMX Street is coming up next. Welcome everyone to Northern San Diego. We are in the town of Vista at the California Training Facility, otherwise known as the CATF, which plays host to X Games 2021 as we get set to kick off Wendy's BMX Street. Hello everyone, I'm Jimmy Coleman here in the booth alongside Scotty Kramer. We got Jack Matrani out there in the field tonight. And well, Scotty, you can't talk about X Games BMX Street without mentioning the most dominant guy in the field. That's Garrett Reynolds, and he is chasing a potential record out here tonight.
Tonight, Garrett Reynolds can get his 14th X Games gold medal. Now, the thing that's so crazy about that is he can tie the likes of Dave Mira and Jamie Beswick. He could be the most decorated X Games BMX athlete of all time, but that means he's only one medal behind Shaun White. So this is a big night for Garrett Reynolds.
It's an amazing stat, and doing that in the span of 12 years as well. Another rider in the field to talk about, let's mention Felix Prangenberg, coming off of a silver medal at X Games Shanghai in 2019.
Felix Prangenberg is coming off of an amazing Real BMX video part, but this guy is so consistent in his competition runs. He is dialed, so it's not going to be easy for Garrett Reynolds at all, but statistics show that Garrett can do it.
Before we drop these guys in, let's hear a little bit more from Garrett Reynolds in this Wendy's athlete profile.
My name is Garrett Reynolds. I'm 30 years old. I'm from Toms River, New Jersey, and I'm a professional BMX rider.
The man, the myth, and a legend of sport, Garrett Reynolds dropping in from Toms River, New Jersey.
As weird as it might be, COVID has helped the BMX industry quite a bit, just because a lot of people are getting back into being outside and riding bikes with their kids, and I feel like also a lot of older heads are getting back into it because they had all this free time. The group of people that would be invited to this contest, we don't get to see each other very often. You don't see what everyone's working on collectively together. So I think there will be a lot of surprises and different tricks being thrown in there because, one, people are excited, but two, there's been so much time, you know. Time's the perfect thing for progression.
Uncharacteristically, Garrett had some trouble in his first run. That opened the door to German rider Felix Prangenberg, who shot up into the lead after his first run. But Garrett dusted the cobwebs off pretty quickly and threw down in his second run, proving why he is the one to beat here on the street course.
So Garrett Reynolds in that top spot, followed by Felix Prangenberg and Alex Donaghy sitting in a bronze medal spot here. We are in the final round of runs here. Felix Prangenberg, we mentioned him, silver medalist from X Games Shanghai 2019. Looking at another silver medal right here tonight as of right now.
But he can upgrade from that. He's
sure
capable of getting the gold. His tricks are so crazy. Nice, he's got that hard 5, perfect. The run is looking good. He's got 30 seconds left too, so much time on the clock. There's that manual to 180 again. Just can't believe you can land that every single try.
Well, we mentioned that Shanghai silver a couple times. He just missed the podium at X Games Minneapolis that year. He had to set up for 4, but no!
Man, what a tough break.
So that's going to do it there for Felix Prangenberg. However, this is his 4th X Games appearance, and as of right now, looking at potentially adding his 2nd medal to his trophy case. This is Lewis Mills in for his 4th and final attempt.
He did the tires again. That was his 4th time in a row of getting that successfully. Oh, he's missing up a couple cues on this one. I know the tricks that he wants to do, and it's having a little issues with it, but I think he's still going to put on a show for everybody. Bringing some speed to the up rail. Nice, pegs up hard 180 to full truck down it. Beautiful, flawless, it just looks so clean. Nice, over switch pegs to 180 out. See if we can connect this line at the buzzer. Nice, switch pegs and then 180 out once again.
So sitting 1 spot out of the podium as of right now. He finds himself in that number 4 spot. And it looks like that is where he will stay with 4 riders left to go. We've got Alex Donaghy, Dennis Anderson, Chad Curley, and Garrett Reynolds left to go. Alex sitting in that bronze medal spot as of right now. Again, this is the final round of runs here at Wendy's BMX Street.
This is ridiculous. The fact that he just landed those once again back to back, it's just mind-blowing. I just can't even believe it. Look at that. Predator crook to 180. Nice toothpick manual. Crooked grind, kept it going, popped it back over too. So he's at 17 seconds right here. He did that huge crooked grind to 540. Crooked grind, oh, just once again, didn't get the top. I'm only giggling at the body placement right there. I mean, these guys have been riding hard for 4 runs straight now, doing their biggest and baddest tricks, so I do not blame them for taking a quick little break.
We're not done yet. When we return, it's the conclusion of Wendy's BMX Street.
Here we go with Chad Curley. He's the last guy on the outside of the podium that could shake up our top 3. Can he get it done in this last run?
Up rail barbed wire to start it off. He didn't do that one yet today. Nice truck down the stairs. Pegs up to nose. Oh, nice. Popped right off the ledge. Chad is one of the best nose wheelie guys in the world for sure. He's been doing them for years. Nice, good line right there for Chad. Straight to the flare. Still got 10 seconds on the clock. Oh, no! Oh, he had to put the foot down.
A tough break there for Chad Curley. But with 1 guy left to go, you know what that means. Garrett Reynolds is going to get the victory lap out here, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to make it 12 X Games Street gold medals. That is going to make it 14 gold medals overall. And he still gets 1 more run, everybody.
He's not going to slow down.
No.
He's going to keep it going. And amazing to see him pull that 182 backwards, toothpick grind 180 out. Nice bar to bar again. And you guys get to see right now, in my opinion, the most talented BMX rider to ever do it. I mean, out of anybody out there, first, to be able to touch their bike and just have that much control, that much confidence in the level of tricks, there is nobody like Garrett Reynolds. And we're seeing it right now, over and over again. Look at that. Up rail to 180 switch down whip. Look at this. Did the air to the manual, the bar spin down the stairs. And tonight he is making history. It's amazing to see it. And everybody that is there riding with him, they just love that Garrett is just riding at this level consistently, and he feeds off of that. I mean, if it wasn't for these guys, Garrett wouldn't be able to keep on pushing himself the way he has.
So Alex Donaghy walks out with the bronze. Felix Prangenberg takes the silver, and Garrett Reynolds makes it 12 total street gold medals, 14 overall. He now ties Dave Mira and Jamie Bestwick for most BMX gold in the history of the X Games. We talked about him chasing history out here tonight, and he has done just that, Scotty.
This is just amazing. He's only one medal behind Shaun White now.
So right now, let's send it down to Jack Matrani.
Thank you guys, appreciate it.
Congratulations, Garrett Reynolds. Your 14th gold medal, tying you with Jamie Bestwick and Dave Mira into the GOAT category. How special is that, just hearing that in your career? Can you even believe that you're here right now?
No, I really can't. Just being in, being in that same company with Jamie Bestwick and Dave Mira, that's like, those are the best of the best. So it's an absolute compliment to be, my name be up with theirs.
Well, congratulations, you've deserved it. And from practice all the way through the competition, everybody was on their A game. What did it take to get it done here tonight?
Same thing it always does, just like a solid run. The thing is, street riding takes a lot of energy, and when you're out there, you got to kind of change your tricks around a little bit if you can feel what tricks to do and what tricks not to do.
Thank you so much. Congratulations. One more time,
Thank you,
Garrett
appreciate
Reynolds.
it.
Ladies and gentlemen, 14 gold medals. Are you kidding me?
Well, that's going to do it here from BMX at X Games 2021. For Scotty Kramer and Jack Matrani, I'm Jimmy Coleman saying see you next time.